Hello, hello, hello. This is Maggie Tea Maker, aka Claudia, and you already know that anything that I talk about is exactly what's on my mind, and my news is real. Like Jess the hilarious. She says, and my news is real. I'm Jess with the mess, and my news is real. Okay, well, I'm Claudia, and I'm Maggie Tea Maker, and my news is real. Okay, so anyway, I just want to talk about something because this time this has nothing to do with relationships or leaving a man alone, leaving a woman alone, know when to say yes, know when to say no, whatever case may be. The usual stuff that I talk about. This is about comedians. Now, that's one thing. I love a comedian. I'm telling you, I think that I love comedians, and guess what they are? They're the most dangerous people in the world today because of their mouth. And I love risky comedic acts. And a lot of comedians get flack for telling the truth, and they get death threats, they get their they get their career messed with, like Kevin Hart and stuff like that, how the Academy wanted him to apologize for saying what he said like 10 or 100 years ago, and he said that he's done enough apologizing and he's not doing it anymore. And now it's like, I mean, listen, if that's how he feels, that's how he feels. I mean, if you slap somebody in the face and stuff like that 10 years ago and you saw them on the street again, you apologize once, and I remember 10 years ago when I smacked you in your face. Then you see them 20 years ago, you still want them to apologize again after they've done apologize to you 10 years ago? Come on. The man said it, he apologized, and that's it. Then we have we have the great comedians that is not afraid to say shit. Doesn't matter if you're black or white. This dude is gonna say it. If he has an opinion about good cops, he'll talk about good cops. If the cops are bad one day, he'll talk about that too and say, hey, this cop shouldn't have done this. If a criminal is if a guy gets arrested and he was arrested unlawfully, or he shouldn't have been arrested, he will talk about it. If the guy should be arrested, he will talk about it. If the person is white, black, green, yellow, red, I don't give a damn, he'll talk about it. That to me is a comedian. Somebody who talks about things that are going on in the world right now. Thoughts, things that has nothing to do with color, has nothing to do with your status. What's happening today is what's happening today. Okay? And to me, he's like, I knew, I know of him. I'm laughing because something he did yesterday on Instagram that have me dying. But I'm not going to give it away. I want you to follow him. His name is Roger, R-O-G as in George, E as in Eric, R as in Robert, and his last name is Rod. R as in Robert, O like October, D as in David, D as in David. Look him up. His car shows are not... That shit is funny as hell. I mean, he has me dying. And so funny is like, what his voice sounds like? And it's like when you see, it's like when you, I don't know. It's like the way he sits on his car and he has the dark glasses and stuff, and and he starts talking shit. It have me dying, man. I mean, seriously. This guy, this man talks about everything. From football to soccer to internet prostitutes trying to get him to pay for showing their ass, and it's like he had me dying. Like I would love to see. I swear one day I hope that he comes to the East Coast, because if he comes to the East Coast and do a show act, you bet your ass I'm going to be there. Or maybe I even might make it out to California one day and just catch one of his acts, man. Somebody needs to film that shit, man. That's just funny as hell. Because he's really mad. And it's like he doesn't mean... It's like, what makes him a good comedian? He's like, what makes me laugh about him is like, he's not telling a joke. He's being serious, but it's a joke. It's funny. It's just the way he says things and what he talks about. It's funny as hell, and you can't be taught that shit. I mean, he was born with it. I know. I could imagine him in school just being sarcastic with the teachers, and it's like he just makes me laugh all the time, and and sometimes I feel guilty about it because sometimes I feel bad because I know he's like he's serious about things, and he's passionate about things that are going on in the world, but it's just that he's so he gets so mad. And and when he gets mad, and I can't even tell you, like, I got tears in my eyes right now just thinking about him, because he's like, he's like, he talks about everything. I mean, he's like, this is just my opinion, okay? No disrespect to Bill Maher or anything like that, but they need to they need a fresh new host. Like, HBO really need to have Roger Rod on there, and probably take Bill Maher's place. This guy is like on point with everything, with politics, crime, the way of life, the way people get on this. I mean, the things that he say is so true. Like the one that I like is when he started talking about the guy who flew his plane and rammed it right in his house. I mean, I'm sorry. I know I can't even do a good show without laughing, because I got tears in my eyes. I mean, he was talking about, like, I can't even say it. I can't. I'm losing air. I can't even talk about. I can't even repeat anything he said. Not because because I'm afraid that if I keep talking and I start talking about shit that he says, I won't have a full show. It's all gonna be about laughing, because he's like when he said, I'm out at the end of the call, at the end of the show, at the end of his his car rants. He's like, I'm Roger Rod, I'm out. I love that shit. I mean, I can't even tell you, like, this man is like, this man should be on television. And I don't know if Hollywood is scared of him. I don't know if they just don't, they're afraid that he might call them out and ruin their lives. I don't know what it is. It's something. I don't know why. I mean, I look at this guy and I said, this guy, it's not that he made this talent. He is the talent. He did this. He is the friggin' talent. I just don't understand. Why isn't he on television? Why isn't somebody doing like big? I'm talking about like TV. He should have his own show. That's just my opinion. And I just wanted to say that. I mean, please, if you go on Instagram, right, and you look under Roger Rod, I swear you will not get disappointed. You will not, because this man is funny as hell. Okay? Hell, 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 with fire all over it. Because the thing is that, see, when you turn around and talk about, you're a comedian and you talk about shit that, like, aliens, I don't know, well, that's true, I can't say it. When you say some crazy shit and it's like, it has no like, it is like more like a cartoon that's impossible to happen, those are not funny jokes to me. What are funny is what's happening right now in this world. And he's talking about it. He's not trying to be like, hey, I can't explain, but he's not trying to be funny. It's like he is funny, but he's funny with the truth. You see what I'm saying? He's funny with the truth. That's what I'm talking about. And I respect the man. I love the man. Seriously, I respect this man, because this man is like, he's not a hypocrite. The man is as real as cancer. Real, And it's like he doesn't say things to impress people. He says things to piss people off. But the thing is that what he say is correct. It's not like he's lying or he's making it up or he's looking for attention. The man is not looking for attention. The man is just saying, listen, don't you see? Don't you dickwad see? that this is happening? Don't you see that that this shit is happening to us? Don't you see that? Don't you see that? Don't you open your eyes? He wants you to open your eyes and see it, to see what's going on in this world. You can say it's funny. Yes, it's absolutely fun. But the reason why it's hilarious is because what's happening is true. And and honestly, I believe they should be on television. I'll say it 100 times. Every time I watch his thing, like sometimes I'll miss a week or two, for whatever, and I do it on purpose because I say, you know what, I'm going to save this. I'm not going to, play his stuff. I'm not going to watch his stuff because I want to save it for a day where I need it, where I'm having a rough day. And I'll sit there and I'll watch like 2 weeks worth of it and just keep dying, like laughing. I mean, I'm dead with laughter. I'm dead, And one day I was watching like 3 of his stuff and I was eating. Literally, I had to bang myself against the wall just to get the food down because I was like almost choking on the shit. That's how funny the shit is. This man is funny as hell. I mean, it's like it's like excuse me. It's like a gift. He has a gift because he's funny, but he's not trying. I don't know what it is. Like, he's not trying to be funny. The man is just naturally funny by the things that he say. I mean, the shit that he say is like it's fucked up in a good way, like in a truthful way. I just adore him. I love people that are real. People that just, I'm as real as anything. I don't care. I say what I want to say. I don't care how stupid it makes me look. I'm going to say it. But with him, it doesn't make him look stupid. It makes it, that man is intelligent, okay? And because the way he says it, people think that, he's just sitting up back in the chair and having a cold one and just ranting. But he's, the guy, the man is like, I hate to say the guy because he's not a guy. To me, he's a man, because, I've never, honestly, I love comedy shows. I've watched anything that makes me laugh because I'm a person of laughter. I love to laugh. But these are scripted laughs, but his stuff is not scripted. He sits in his car and says, you know what, I have something and he just, he has this thing like, I have some fucking shit to say and I'm going to say it. And he starts talking about, he's going to go on and on about prostitutes, Instagram bitches, men, Instagram guys hitting on him. He said, listen, man, I'm not into dudes. And, he gets so mad because, guys hit on him. But the thing is that, the man, and on top of it, he's so good looking. Like, you feel bad like you're like, Roger, you don't see the way you look. That's why people think they could do what they do. He doesn't see himself like, I don't know, maybe that part of him I really don't know. But he's such a good looking man. And it's like, he gets so mad when with some dude, and it's right too, shit. I get them too. I get these Instagram bitches turning around and trying to get me to follow them and pay with my man. What the fuck do I look like? Do I look like I want? You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, okay? Don't get me wrong. I don't want to say this wrong to anybody because whoever's into it, you're into it. Great. Me, no. I ain't paying for nothing. I ain't paying for no. And on top of it too, I'm not into pussy. So, why are you contacting me? Do you see anything on my page that indicate? No, seriously, on Instagram. Do you see anything on my page that I'm into pussy? You know what I mean? Have you ever heard me say anything about it? But they try it. And this is what the man is saying. Say, look, do you see anything? Or have you heard me say anything about dick that I wanted? The man is not into dick, but they constantly do this to us. And I'm sure that all of you guys know that too. It happens to you where you have these little viruses, these internet viruses contacting you, thinking that, this girl would be like, would you like to see my pussy? I'm like, no, bitch. Why would I want to see yours when I got my own? I'm not into you. It's the same thing with him. The guys turn around and should try to send him pictures of their dick. Why? Do you see anything on that page, that man's page, that states that he wants dick? It's just so annoying. But anyway, I just wanted to make this show specifically for my friend Roger Rod because I love him to death, and I hope you have a great Sunday. Bye-bye.